All right, everybody, welcome back to the third episode of Steel City Takes. I'm here with Zap, 93 Elite, and my friend Steel Boomin. Man, that was a rough one, everybody. Steelers, Bills. Steelers fall to the Bills. Lots of questions. Not a lot of answers right now. What do we think, guys? Let's run through this game.
It was a rough one, man. I don't want to say all roses in the first half, but going into halftime, you're thinking, all right, you needed a low-scoring game. It's low scoring. Steelers can kind of stay in this game, that situation, and then as soon as that first play happened in the second half, it was just heads and hands. At the bar I was at, everyone just looked around and just in disbelief and just couldn't. We just knew that it was going to be a long 30 more minutes.
Yep.
It was so bad, man. It was so bad, bro. Like I feel like the first half gave you so much hope. 7-3 defense looking good. The run game was still, they were going crazy in the run game, but I still felt like there was hope. And I felt like even when that thing happened with Aaron Rodgers, where he get hit, injured, fumble, all that happened, I'm like, we can still do something, man, because Josh Allen, he ain't really doing much still, right? Mm-hmm. It really was I think the play that set it off for me was the 3rd and 9 when they ran it with Kenneth Gainwell, man. I've been talking about this on my platform for a minute now, but that I keep thinking about that. Like I feel like that was the play that kind of showed me that this team they're not really worrying about the fans. They're not worrying about winning. I think it's something bigger going on here, man. And I don't know.
It's definitely something bigger going on.
Yeah, for sure. And it's like it's bad, man. It's bad, man. It's really bad, man. But go ahead, Reg.
Hey, I need everybody to say, "Hey, Reg, you tried to tell us."
You tried to tell us, man.
You did try to tell us,
because we need a line, bro. I don't care. I don't care if you got Jerry Rice, Randy Moss, Terrell Owens on the field at the same time. If you can't stop the pass rush from getting to the quarterback, then you have nothing. It don't matter, bro. If you go back and look at that play, McCormick just stopped. He just stopped.
Yep.
Crazy.
That was terrible,
bro. What you stop for? I didn't hear a whistle. I didn't see anybody else stop. Definitely not on the Bills side of the football. Mm-hmm. You just gave up that play, bro. Mm-hmm. We need a tackle and we need 2 guards. That's what we need.
You know what else we need? We need new coaching, because all this team ever does is give up, man. Look at the end of the game last game against the Bills. We trotted out our second team. We're running the ball. I don't care if there's 50 seconds left down by 2 scores. It's about the effort, guys. I mean, really. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
We have no effort. Absolutely. We're running on 4th and 9. We have Spencer Anderson lined up as your slot wide receiver. Guys, what did we watch? What did we waste 3 hours of our life on? Something's got to change.
It's been bad, man. It really has. It's been so bad. I know I've harped on this the last 2 weeks, but like the time of possession thing is such a problem. Mm-hmm. I just saw right before we hopped on a post from Dan Orlovsky. I got to shout him out real fast. Of a stat that was very jarring to him, which shocked me. So defensively, the Steelers have had 857 snaps. That is the most by any defense in the NFL. Man. And as you could guess, we have the least amount of offensive snaps, 698. So on average in an NFL game, you get 60 to 70 snaps on the offensive side of the ball. So the defense has been on the field for 2 to 2.5 games worth of snaps more than the offense throughout the season. That's the problem right there. We can't get time of possession and keep our defense off the field.
Mm-hmm. They're burned out, downs, man. It's them. They never go for it on 4th down. Like, and when they do go for it on 4th down, it's usually like in the 4th quarter or something. Like when they have no choice but to really go for it on 4th down. And then when they do make the decision to be like, all right, we're down 20 points, or we're down 10 or 15, and we're gonna go for it on fourth. We're gonna run a running play that makes zero sense that at all. Like it literally, it's like some of this stuff be mind blowing, bro. Like the play calling is mind blowing. The never going for it on fourth down. That's all Tomlin on that one, bro. Like that's all Tomlin as a head coach. He makes the decision on if the team is going for it or not. And
You better dial something up.
yeah, like and
living in his fears.
look, and this is another thing too. Like with the Bills, they were going for it on fourth, and they were trying to get us to jump on fourth. That play where Kenneth Gainwell was running on 3rd and 9, and they got to 4th and 2nd. Why not try to at least make them jump? You know what I mean? I feel like that would have been a great move, to say the least. You know what I mean? Like try to make them jump. Like you could throw so many teams off because we're one of the worst teams at going for it on fourth down. You can really trick some teams with that, because most teams go in with it like, oh yeah, they're not going for it, so we ain't
The
got
Bills
nothing to
tried
worry
to go
about.
for it on that 1 4th down to get us to jump off sides, called a timeout, and then still went for it.
Yeah, they did.
Crazy, bro. Like
they did all the things you just talked about in one situation.
Can we all?
My bad.
No, go ahead. Finish. No, go ahead. Finish.
And they went for it on fourth and scored a touchdown. So it's like going for it on fourth can be very lucrative, man. I don't know why. Like I just feel like with having that stat of being one of the worst teams at going for it on fourth and the time of possession, you put that together. You never win in no games like that, man. Like at all. You're just not gonna win games like that.
Yep.
3 things. 1, if we went for it on fourth down, we probably get a penalty on ourselves because we never go for it on fourth down.
Right.
2, Aaron Rodgers is one of the best. He has one of the best hard counts in the NFL.
Right.
Have we even used it once this year?
Right.
Nope.
Like it is just, it's
I said
it's
that
an embarrassment.
Too.
We're behind.
Really
We're behind in the NFL, man. I mean, look at teams like the Colts, right? They don't win by not going for it on fourth down. They go for it on fourth down. They went for it on fourth down a couple times against us. It just takes all your life out as a defense. I mean, Zap, that stat is ballistic.
It's crazy. It really is crazy.
Less snaps in control. Like, we have played 300 snaps at risk, right? Yeah. It's an embarrassment, all right? We're the Pittsburgh Steelers, and we just let the Buffalo Bills come in, who are Pittsburgh from Walmart, come in and have the most.
Why are you trying to play Buffalo like that?
Since 1975.
Hey, yo. Hey, you wild, bro. He said Pittsburgh.
He's getting clipped bad.
Walmart.
Pittsburgh from Walmart? Dang, bro.
God, man.
You too young, Ronan, but the 90s was good for Buffalo. They had decent runs in the 90s.
Tomlin, we do not care, bro.
They ain't Pittsburgh. They ain't Pittsburgh Walmart, bro. Come on, man.
Shout out to Andre Reed.
They came in and they whooped us. Enough. Something's got to change with this team.
Just back-to-back weeks. My third point was they put that money in the defense, and they really thought that defense was going to perform miracles. Okay?
Yeah.
Because they didn't put money anywhere else. They were like, hey, so what? You getting paid to be out there twice as many times, damn it. You getting paid to be out there. And then on top of that, this is the second week in a row now. The opposing teams, 2 starting tackles was out hurt.
Crazy.
Did nothing.
We might be the Walmart team, bro.
Hey, man.
At this point, you might be right.
Josh Allen own us, man. Ain't nothing more to it than that, man. Anytime I see Josh Allen, I'm scared as hell, man. I already know he can have a worse game and still get blown out by like 20, man.
Hey, they call that man a winter soldier, bro.
Sunday. He had only had 130 yards.
He played
Not
horrible.
that good.
He played
horrible. The first half, when they showed the QB comparison, or maybe the first quarter, it looked like we were out there throwing the ball. They were like collective, like 7 for like 20 for like 80 yards.
Yeah,
it was bad.
I mean,
on both sides.
He is knocking out footballs. It's one of those 90s-esque games. You got to win 21-19.
Hey, bro.
That's the only way you're
You
going to
say
win
you
games
say
like that.
you say he's not that good, but honestly, that shows how good he is. That he could play like trash, and they still blow us. They blow us out. I mean, 'cause all you gotta do is manage the game at that point. Hey, I'm off. I'm not having a good game.
Mhm.
I'm just gonna make sure I don't give the game away.
You know,
They
That's all he had to do.
Like, I think we win that game if that first play of the second half doesn't happen. And I'll
That's a
also
momentum. That's a momentum kicker.
people are complaining and booing Renegade, right? Here's what I do. Okay? People for some reason go out at halftime, fair enough, but no one's ever back in their seats to boo the other team when they come out to get in their head. That's what home field advantage is really in, right? They should play Renegade coming out of the locker room after the first half. They should, because it doesn't work in the fourth quarter anymore. Teams come down and they treat it as their own song nowadays. It's challenging.
I wouldn't play it. I wouldn't play it at
now,
all.
in case you couldn't
I
tell.
wouldn't play it at all. To be
Yeah,
honest
leave the
with
song alone, man.
Maybe
Leave-
our offense needs Renegade. We only had 3 offensive yards in the third quarter, guys. 3.
That's crazy. That's crazy. Man.
Like
That's
that's
3
crazy.
yards in the third quarter.
He's repping the jersey.
Leave Reed out of this. Leave Reed out of this.
Man, that's Russ.
No, this is my Jeff Reed jersey. Don't disrespect.
He said, "Man, that's Russ."
Now I got a Russ while you laughing, and while Russ is brought up, hey, bruh, a lot of people was dogging Russ last year. They might owe Russ an apology, Joe.
Yep.
Cause I mean, we ain't look like this.
Yep.
So.
Well, you want to know what it might? Oh, wait, maybe it goes back to May 7th when we traded the second best wide receiver in the league right now for a box of cookies and a Permane Brothers sandwich.
Bad.
With a fried egg on it.
Right. Nothing. Literally nothing.
Receiver.
Literally nothing, bro.
And now I'll ask you guys this. Yesterday, the Steelers made a couple moves on Tuesday. Adam Thielen is now in a Steelers uniform.
Yes, sir.
Is it desperate? Is it a good move? Is it both? What do we think?
Oh my God, bro.
I'm living on a feeling, baby. Let's go.
Go ahead, man.
Hey, I think it's a slap in the face to the fan base, bro. Like
Really?
you wait until we boo Renegade. You wait until you get fired Tomlin chance to decide to pick up a wide receiver too. Hey man, whatever, man.
He's top 10. He's
Bro.
top 10. Unks. He's an unk.
He's an unk, man.
Oh man.
He's an unk, man.
I was a big Adam Thielen guy, way back in the day. He was on my fantasy team for years. I was keeping him in the leagues and things like that. But this move, it really does nothing. I mean, what is he going to add offensively that we don't already have or that we're lacking? He's not an explosive receiver anymore. He's maybe a possession guy. Now, Slay, I think, he played himself out of here. He wasn't good. So in that portion of this conversation, I don't think it's necessarily desperate or smart. I think it was just a player that wasn't producing. And, they
hadn't produced.
Exactly. So I guess that Boomin said they're trying, but they're trying too late. Like, why are they waiting to this point in the season?
Trying would have been before the trade deadline.
Correct.
That's trying.
Yeah, that's trying.
And this ain't trying is not even a word that you put into someone. That you don't put the word trying with something like that, bro. This was it made me
trolling. Are you trolling?
Bro, they trolling, dog. They're trolling, bro. They're literally trolling. They're like, okay, Mike Tomlin, y'all fire? Okay, all right. Y'all want to do the fire Tomlin chance? Y'all want to boo Rennie? Okay, bet we see y'all. We paying attention to y'all. We gotta do something for y'all, man. We gotta do.
I got something for
y'all.
all of you.
There was
I got
a
something
tweet
for y'all,
I saw.
man. You know what I mean?
Tweet I saw after the Tomlin press conference. It was like, you can't eat soup with forks or something like that, and then he'll proceed to go out and sign a 2018 Pro Bowler. Fun fact, that tweet blew up. He's a 2018 Pro Bowler.
Pro Bowler.
Yes, sir.
Crazy.
I would like to say this, guys. Adam Thielen, I think, was actually a great move because we got wide receivers that don't run the right routes. Aaron Rodgers is getting pissed. Calvin Austin can't, like, he doesn't understand that when Rodgers points that way to go that way. Like, look back at the game. He just doesn't move whenever Rodgers is scrambling out of the pocket. Keep in mind, he turned 42 yesterday, 2 days ago, as this is posted. It's an embarrassment that our receivers, like, they don't do anything. And we got Ben Skoranek as our wide receiver 4. We need a guy like Thielen because Roman Wilson, I thought it'd be good. He's not. He's a waste of a pick, unfortunately. He just doesn't get the job done. Calvin Austin it started hot, and now he's just disappeared since a shoulder injury in Ireland. It feels like the whole soul of this team is still overseas right now in the Emerald Isle. I mean, someone needs to take a trip over there and bring this team back over here. It's an
Are we going to be seeing an end of the season run, Aaron Rodgers, MVS, and Adam Thielen connection leading us to the playoffs? I mean,
I love it.
What could be better in 2018? I'm just
apparently MVS looks like he should be working at a giant eagle right now, from what I've heard.
Surprise, surprise.
Hey,
I thought he would be good because, whoa, keep in mind, he's the only receiver that we have on the Steelers roster that can actually stretch the field. We got no guys that can go deep and catch one at a high point. Like, that's what Pickens did. Listen, I'm just not going to talk about Pickens anymore because we all know how that's going to go.
Leave him alone, man. Leave him alone. Look.
Thielen, I think, gives us, like, he's a viable threat. We got to cover him. And that takes pressure off of Darnell, DK, who gets paid $33 million a year, who might have less receptions than Kenneth Gainwell right now. But that's a story for another time.
Hey, man, I always love to see crash out Ronan, man. It's always good to see you crashing out every now and then, man.
This should not be happening.
It's always good to see it, man. I love that you hopped on the live and you showed that emotion, man. That was funny. That was funny.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
Did y'all hear the news though? Did y'all hear the news though about Adam Thielen? This is only he said he's retiring after this season.
Yeah.
And he wanted to come to a team that had a chance at a playoff run.
Yeah.
He should be a comedian, not an NFL player.
Wow.
Bro,
my cousin told me
bro,
that
they
this
trolling,
weekend.
bro.
They trolling, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
dog. I'm telling you, they trolling right now, man.
my
And it's
God.
like next level trolling, bro.
We got a comedian on the Steelers roster.
It's next level trolling, man. Look, I ain't gonna hold you. I gotta disagree with what you said, Ronan, man. Look, and I'm gonna tell you why I disagree with what you said, man. Adam Thielen won't see nothing on this team, bro. He won't even. I think max he get about one target throughout these next few games, man. I don't even think they gonna use him, bro. I think the way the offense is set up, they literally have 3 tight ends out there and DK on the corner. And you know DK ain't causing no separation or nothing. They don't even like to spread the field out, man. That pistol formation was the best that we ever seen them spread the field out, and they still didn't throw it down the middle. I'm like, come on, bro. It's no way you sitting in a pistol formation and you don't throw it down the middle, man. And they decided to do it with Darnell Washington. I peeped that. But the score was 23-7, God damn it. 23-7. You decided to go up
Hey.
Come on. I was liable for a good crash out right there, man. I was.
Hey, 9-3.
We're all
9-3.
Crash out city.
9-3. I agree with you, but I disagree with you. I think Adam Thielen, his first game, whenever it is he plays, I think he has a great game. But I think what happens is because we don't make adjustments, they take that away. They look at how we use them, and then they're just gonna take all that away. I think it's gonna be a Mike Williams.
Can he hop on the moving train? Let's go back to these Tomlinisms. Can he hop on the moving train?
Hell no.
I don't think you want him. I don't think you want him to with no ACLs, okay? Like I don't think you want him to hop on moving trains, okay?
He's
like
Adam Thielen's on the 53-man roster right now. Like he could play this Sunday, especially getting signed in Tuesday. He was at practice today. I thought he looked fast. I am intrigued to see if he plays and how that looks, right?
Yeah.
But like after that performance, like we gotta have meetings and be like, something's got to change because whatever this weird 14 personnel is, which means 4 tight ends in the game. I mean,
that's all. I'm like, that's all tight ends.
14 personnel is a receiver or running back, and then 4 tight ends. I mean,
man, that's all tight ends, bro. And who else got 4 tight ends on the field, bro?
Not in goal line.
Yep.
Yeah, not in the goal line situation. Like
Yep.
that's all tight ends, bro. That's crazy, man. That's ridiculous, man.
I think like he could be a viable option because I feel like
I
if we
hope you're
have
right.
him, maybe he's a possession guy like Zap said, over the middle of the field. He stretches the chains. That's all we really need him for. We don't need him to go over the top. We don't need him to be a wide receiver 2. We need a wide receiver 3.5/3 that can go in, run a quick slant, catch the ball over the middle, and stretch the field. That is if we look over the middle of the field.
Can I respond to that?
You know they not doing it, man. You know they're not doing it.
And that we're talking about the same guy that has 8 receptions and 69 yards,
Bro,
0 touchdowns.
He has freaking JJ McCarthy throwing him the ball behind the best, and he's behind the best wide receiver in football. You know,
What about
Justin Jefferson? Justin Jefferson not even doing nothing this year. For
He just
real.
caught 4 yards or whatever.
So
what
like,
about the year
can
after?
we
What
fault
about
him?
the year before the Vikings, man?
Because we got a quarterback that's more obsessed. They had a quarterback that's more obsessed with Darth Vader edits on his TikTok than he is throwing the football down the field to Justin Jefferson or Jordan Addison even. Like, let's be honest.
Last year,
who is succeeding in that?
So last year for Carolina, he had 10 games played, 48 receptions, 600 yards, 5 touchdowns, which is not bad. It's like wide receiver 2.
Yeah, I mean,
numbers.
like it's wide receiver 3 numbers. That's all we need.
Yeah.
What we really need is a wide receiver 1.
I also want you to realize with that team, they're usually losing and they're not competitive, so they're throwing a lot of balls because they're trying to catch up. So I'm not knocking what he did, but at the end of the day, it's like the Steelers. I feel like they get into a place where they're winning and then they start losing and then they stay in the same formation that they usually play. So it's not really any like deep balls getting thrown or anything like that or whatever. And if he do get one, it might just be a lucky one, like not a lucky one, but like a every blue moon type of
It's
deep
a lucky
ball.
one. It's a lucky one.
Yeah. Some like Roman Wilson, right? When the Chargers was blowing us out and they threw a touchdown to him at the end, it might be. I think Thielen might get something like that, man. Look,
93. I want to say this off your point. Why does our offense only look good when Aaron Rodgers has the headset? When he's Santa behind the sleigh? If you're in the holiday mood, all joyful right now, because he's the only guy that actually knows how to call plays. It's every time our offense. The only time that our offense was actually, somewhat had any rhythm was whenever Rodgers was calling his own plays off the no huddle.
Yep.
That's the only time all game that we actually moved the ball. We were in the red zones twice on Sunday, and that was one of them. And we see us go, we put 3 points up in the 58 minutes of the Chargers game, and then the last 2 minutes, Roman Wilson comes down the field when, the headset's kind of turned off, Rodgers is doing his thing, and then we go and score a touchdown. Listen, I don't know much, but I say if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Give Rodgers the headset.
Same thing Ben used to do. Go ahead, Zach, my bad.
No, I just want to touch one more thing on the Adam Thielen conversation. We looked up his stats. You said he had about 600 yards in 10 games
last year.
So when he was with Carolina, so DK right now, 12 games played, 605 yards. That's less than what he had in 10 games in Carolina.
Yeah.
Now to 93's point, he was right. They're coming from behind a lot, but the Steelers have been too, and we still can't throw the ball.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's more of a reason why he's not going to see the ball. I don't think he's going to see the ball, bro. I just want to get it on wax, bro, because I'm gonna predict this, and if I'm right, it's gonna be crazy. Because I really only see him getting roughly around 5. I'm gonna say about 5 receptions. He probably gonna get 5 in these next 5 games. I'm talking about the next 5 games. He's gonna get about 5 receptions, 40 yards max. Wow. I don't see him getting nothing more. With Arthur Smith at the OC, I don't see it, bro.
Can I add something to that stat line?
Go ahead,
please.
And a 2-point conversion.
Right. Exactly. The 2-point conversion. No TDs.
Like, what kind of Walmart numbers is these, man? Like great value numbers.
bro. These are great
Oh.
value numbers. It's sad. I don't want to speak about my team. I don't want to speak about a new person on the team, bro. I will hope I'm wrong. I will hope Thielen go crazy
Yeah,
up in this joint, bro. I would love
yeah,
that. Like
Yeah.
if it happened, that'd be fire. But it just don't look like that based off of how this team is set up, like how they come out, just the way it looked. You know what I'm saying? It just don't look right, man. I hope he have a career. To be honest, I really hope that he can get that plus more against the Ravens, man. Shit, if you
can I
don't
can
play
I
good in any game, play good against the Ravens. Then you know what I'm saying? 'Cause
Please.
can
that'd
I
be
ask a dumb
nice.
question? Can I ask a dumb question, like a dumb projection? What if we run the table and him and Rogers were like, "We coming back next year"?
I wouldn't be
Wow.
surprised.
Welcome
Don't,
back.
don't be surprised.
Listen, on this call, we've had a lot of front office, offensive coordinator, play calling, receivers, O line. Guys, let's all really talk here. Who is really at fault? Is it the head coach? Is it the OC? Is it the DC? Where do we think the blame falls? Is it 33, 33, 33, and then maybe a little bit on the front office as well? What do we think?
Who going first on this? Cause I can
93.
go. You got me?
You
All right.
said, yeah.
Go ahead, Reg. Go ahead, Reg. You
Nah,
make
I was
that
gonna be like Tomlin, OC, DC, or the Roonies, but nah, do you think?
right. Nah, I would say for me, I think Tomlin plays a huge part. You know what I'm saying? Like we can't sit here and ignore that anymore. I think Reg been very much on point with that throughout most of this season. Like, yo, a lot of folks be blaming these coordinators or saying fire Austin and fire the OC, but it's like who is the guy over these guys? You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta hold him accountable for a lot of this shit. You know what I mean? A lot of
Mhm.
this is really 75% on him because you bringing him in, you trusting him. And I don't know if you fully trusting him or not. I don't know, because there's so many rumors going up in the air about like how he's getting into the play calls. Austin got on the presser and said it. You know what I'm saying? Like Tomlin do be making calls. So a lot of this is like he gets involved, and we don't know if that's tainting, that's messing up the whole flow of what's going on. Because another thing that I realized was like how the Steelers' offense was looking pretty good in the beginning of the season, and then now it just looked completely just garbage. So I don't know if Tomlin getting involved with it and he messed it up or something, or I don't know, or if it's the opposite of that. I just don't know. And I feel like Tomlin plays 75% of what's going on right now. That's why you see the fans turning on him. You see the
Mm-hmm.
players turning on him, the OG players turning on him. Folks coming out in the media, they saying stuff, and all of it is alluding back to coaching. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
Tomlin plays a part of that, man. But for me, I think just being realistic, I don't think the Steelers take him out this year. I don't see that. I think they probably gonna take the coordinators out, like what they usually do, and then probably run it back with them next season with some new coordinators, depending on how bad these losses look and how these wins look or whatever the case may be. Because if we lose out, I don't see us. I think they probably might end up firing Tomlin, or they might come to a mutual agreement at the end of the season if they lose out. Like say they lose to
True
the Dolphins
agreement.
and Browns, right? That's gonna be so pivotal if they lose to the
It's gonna be
Dolphins and Browns,
chaos in
bro.
Pittsburgh, man.
It's
Yep.
gonna be crazy in Pittsburgh, bro.
There was a report that came out a couple weeks ago from just Josina Anderson, and she was saying like that apparently like a long-term head coach wants out, right? Like they literally they're just tired of it, right? And let's be honest, Pittsburgh fans, we're spoiled, guys. Okay, it's Super Bowl, it's playoff win or bust for us. And Tomlin, I just don't think that he elevates the players. I think what separates a good head coach from a great head coach, I think Tomlin's a good head coach. He can get the job done. He can get us to 9 wins. But a great head coach, and he used to be this, can elevate a player from a B to a B plus, an A minus to an A plus, and make everyone great, make everyone rally to win, right? Like that's how he wins games versus Baltimore, etc. Now, with that being said, I think that maybe unfortunately for some people watching this, I still think that we go into the playoffs as the 4th seed and we beat either the Chargers or the Bills, which is a crazy prediction with where the Steelers are at right now. But I think that for Mike Tomlin, all he ever does is win when he's not supposed to. I think he goes into Baltimore this weekend. I think he has 3+ wins over the next 5 games. And then I think he goes in the playoffs as the 4 seed and beats the first team that crosses him, whether it's the freaking Chiefs, Bills, Chargers, Denver, for all he cares. I think that he just makes it happen. And I don't know how. And then I think we lose second round. Everyone's happy. Everyone's satisfied. All these rumors drop to the ground. And then it might go back to same old, same old. But I'll also talk about this on the blame side of things. Guys, Tomlin provides the play sheets, okay? It's not Arthur Smith's complete offense, and it's not Teryl Austin's complete defense. Like, Tomlin has to supply the scheme, tell him, okay, this is what we're doing, this is that. But then again, like, Teryl and Arthur Smith aren't doing their jobs, but like Teryl Austin, we hired him after he gave up like 3 games in a row when he was coaching for Cincinnati, like 300+ yards on the ground, and he just did it again. And Henry might do it to us this weekend. You know, I see this weekend going either way, but I think this is pivotal for the season. I think it's a must-win.
To your Teryl Austin point, we had one of the best defensive coordinators on the roster, you know, with Brian Flores, and we just let him walk out the door. I just think the management from Tomlin of the coaching and even to an extent the players anymore. We talked earlier on the pod about effort. Like, it doesn't seem like these guys are giving effort at the end of the games, and that's not something we've seen before. You look around the national media, you're seeing guys like Stephen A., who's always been a Tomlin guy. You know, he's starting to call for Tomlin to be fired. Even locally, I heard today, Ed Bouchette, former Steelers insider, he's kind of starting to be out on Tomlin. I heard a clip on the Fan from current Steelers insider Ray Fittipaldo talking about that he thinks there's a chance or it's a possibility that there could be some type of mutual agreement for them to separate at the end of the season. So it's getting a lot of traction outside of just the fans. But it's clear that something needs to change, guys. It's just even if we go and turn the season around, we go 9-8, we win a playoff game, and then we get bounced in the second round, I still feel like fans are going to be restless and just still want him to be dismissed in some capacity from the team.
You think so?
Yeah.
I feel like Steeler fans are like wishy-washy, bro. Like,
you have your group that are, you know, they're going to ride or die, right? When the good comes, they're going to be all in. When the bad comes, they're going to be complaining. But I think that there's going to be a good handful of fans who are like, okay, how is this different from the last 12 seasons? It's the same thing. We watched the season that had expectations. They started out the season well. We went on this big losing streak. We kind of got it together at the end of the season. Okay, cool, we're in the playoffs. It's the same thing. It's the definition of insanity. So how does that really change? You know,
I agree with you.
We are 6-11 in our last 17 games, guys. If this was Philly, Green Bay, freaking Cincinnati or Cleveland, this guy would be out the door and sent up the turnpike or down the turnpike. We do not care. All he's good for is acting like he is an NPC in press conferences and coming out with the craziest ESPN level quotes. He's like quote farming. He's clip farming. That's the only thing that he wins at, because he doesn't win football games anymore, and he doesn't win playoff games. We look unprepared out of the locker room, whether that's the first half or the second half. James Harrison, longtime Steeler legend, even said this guy is a clown. He never thought he was a good coach, this, that, and the other. He had James Harrison behind a couple guys at some points. What are we doing here, guys? If this was Philly, Kansas City, San Francisco, I'm just going to go name cities. I don't care if it's in Kentucky, Nashville. I don't care. Okay? Because this is a clown, and I'm watching the circus week after week.
I mean, that's facts, though. I mean, you know, if we go to the playoffs this year and we lose, that's 9 straight years without a playoff win, right? Marvin Lewis went 7 years without a playoff win. Had winning seasons, won a division a couple times. That's when they had Andy Dalton and AJ Green. And so I asked the question. I was talking to 9-3. We was on the break room. I said, yo, like, what's the difference between Mike Tomlin right now and Marvin Lewis? You know what I'm saying? Like, Marvin Lewis, exactly, and the Rooney Rule. and Marvin Lewis got bounced. You know what I'm saying? He got bounced. And, so like this whole notion that Steelers fans are spoiled, I don't agree with that, Ronan. Once upon a time we were, right? Once upon a time we were, because we was making like divisional round playoffs, AFC championship playoffs, Super Bowl appearances and stuff like that. Now I can't say that. I mean, it's been a good decade that we have not been competitive. And then on top of that, I don't think we're spoiled now from going to away games, like going to different stadiums and looking at how they treat their fans, like the fan experience.
That's true too.
Like there's so much stuff that other Steelers are cheap. Let's just be real. Steelers are very cheap. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to the fan experience, they're bro. Look at their locker room. They are very cheap when it comes to the fan experience.
Look at our field.
Yeah.
We share it with the college. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I think that a lot of that is just because, like, we're the Steelers. We do it the old, hard-fashioned way. You got to earn it. That's not how the NFL is anymore, guys. We have guys hold out for contracts. Like, you got to move with the game as it goes, right? Because you're going to have guys that sit out looking for, $150 million contracts and sit out for 4 weeks because they didn't get an extra $2 million in incentives of a playoff game that probably won't even happen. It's those things.
Taking shots, boy.
I am taking shots, man. I'm going at it this week. You know what I'm saying? Because I think it's deserved. I'll also say, like, man, like when I go to games, I'm expecting to stand and get rowdy. Like I'm hungry to cheer on my team. And every time the stadium staff like tells you to sit down, like the Packers game, everyone was up. I think that it takes out some of the heart in it. Like when you go to a football game, I feel like you should be prepared to stand. I'm more of a stander. That doesn't mean I'm going to go stand up and ruin everyone behind me's experience, but that's what I would prefer to do instead of, stadium
you said
staff.
stadium staff? Stadium staff said something to you?
Yeah, they do all the time.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Ronan, go up to Buffalo for a game. You stand the entire time.
You stand the whole time.
I was standing
most away games.
Ireland, Cleveland, when I saw the Steelers play, and Buffalo during the playoff game in 2024 when Josh Allen ran us. Okay.
Yep.
I think that the Ireland game actually had the most atmosphere of almost any of those games, including Steeler games that I have been to. The Steelers atmosphere just isn't there because we got unks that sell their ticket to make a pretty penny, unks that go to bed early during primetime games. I mean, I heard "Go Pack Go" more than I did "Here We Go Steelers." There was a video by a Buffalonian, the Walmart city up there, and he was like recording himself sitting down, by the way.
Yeah.
And it got louder when the freaking Buffalo Bills team scores a touchdown. What are we doing here, Steeler Nation?
Yeah.
This isn't just
I agree with that. The fan experience.
Nation.
The fan experience at away games is far superior than the fan experience at home games. I started a "Here We Go" chant at the Atlanta Falcons game last year for the season opener. Bro, I was so hyped. Because you can't, it's like they wait for a certain person to say it in Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Away, we can do that thing 3, 4, 5, 6 times. Like, and we're going to hit it every time.
I think that kind of goes back to Ronan's point about us being a little spoiled. Like being down at Heinz Field, you're expecting to go down for a game. We're going to see a win. But these away games, and I've been to a handful myself, you're seeing people that maybe get their one opportunity every 8 years to see a game or whatever it may be.
Yes.
And they're like paying money to travel down there or, it's their one opportunity to see them. So there's more energy and juice, as Ronan would say. It's
almost like an us against the world when you go to Baltimore.
Yeah.
You want to you want to win.
I went to the Steelers Cardinals game a couple years ago. It had one of the best atmospheres that I've been in. It was 60, 70% Steeler fans. That stadium was rocking the entire game for the Steelers.
Yeah.
And then I've been to games in Pittsburgh where it's, it's sometimes it's hype, sometimes it's not.
Yeah.
And I think it's. I feel like, my bad. Before I answer your question on that, I was gonna ask y'all, like, do you think that's like something to do with the Roonies on that? Like, is that like a Rooney thing on why the culture and all of that is not to the place where it needs
It
to
could
be or
be.
what it used to be.
It could be.
Who's telling this? Who's telling the stadium staff to tell people to sit down when they're rooting the Steelers?
Yeah,
But
that's crazy.
I mean, this is also on Steeler Nation, guys. Like, we got these old heads selling their tickets. Like, unfortunately, I wish that I could sit here and say, okay, the Rooneys, are making these oldies sell their tickets, and Tomlin this, Tomlin that. Guy, like, guys, it's on us too. Like, you don't win football games by like playing in a dead silent stadium. Like, these guys, like, the defense lives on this kind of stuff, I think, and it really pains me because, yes, in some cases we're not spoiled, but by what I mean by that as well is like we're not the Panthers. We're not Cleveland where we're 0-16 year after year and competing for a top 5 draft pick. Like we're the Steelers. Like we compete for top 16, playoff wins. And I don't know. I think we are.
I think that 93's question about the Rooneys, it may not be necessarily their problem or like it stemming from them, but it is in some capacity. I think that we talked about how brought up how players nowadays, they're holding out for contracts and all this big money. And it used to be where, you were drafted by this team, like you were ride or die for them. You were one helmet guy. But nowadays it's so much more a business. And I feel like Arts, especially, he's running the Steelers like a business. And you're seeing that trickle down to the fan experience, to the stadium atmosphere, and then the product on the field. It just kind of all is stemming to that. And it's hard to be a passionate fan when you don't feel that your owner is giving it all to win. You know what I mean? We see that with the Pirates and Nutting. It's been a little touch and go with the Penguins since they sold to the Boston group. It's just difficult when your owner doesn't seem bought in.
That's fair enough.
Like I was gonna say, the reason I brought up the Rooneys is because I never been to an actual like Pittsburgh Steeler game, like in Pittsburgh or whatever. But I've been to a lot of baseball games. I'm a big like baseball watcher. So and I also go to a lot of basketball games. And one team in particular that stand out to me is the Clippers, right? So the Clippers had I forget the dude, the racist dude name, Donald Sterling, I think his name was. But he was the owner of the Clippers, and I used to go to Clipper games all the time when he was the owner. Clippers was dead, man. You could tell, like that was one of the worst franchises that you can even think of in the NBA, like in the early 2000s, all the way up to damn near when CP3 and Blake Griffin and all of them were there. Fast forward, Steve Ballmer get the team. They moved from the Staples Center where the Lakers play at to Inglewood,
Western Forum.
to the Intuit Dome, and now it looks amazing in there. I've been in the new stadium. It looks beautiful. It's like all these different ways on how you can get into the game. Like they just upgraded, man. They got their own fan section in there. Like they're doing things to bring the Clippers to life, even though they still suck right now. But they're trying.
They're little
bro.
bro. They're little bro in LA.
But they're trying though.
They trying. You know what
they're
I'm saying?
trying to upgrade the fan experience.
Yeah,
Good point.
And that's like that's like really important. I feel like, and an owner can play a huge part in that, like with the fan experience. You know what I mean? And I've seen the difference from when they were at Staples all the way till and now them being in Inglewood and Dome. So like when I hear about what the Steelers, because I talk to a lot of OG Steeler fans, man, like some real OG, like some Steeler fans is like, yo, I've been coming to the games back in the 80s and the 90s and all of that. Like I was around when they went to the Super Bowl back in 95 and like diehard OG Steeler fans, man, and they'll be like, yo, it's completely different up in here, man. Like Heinz Field Acrisure is a whole nother stadium. It's like it don't even feel like how Heinz used to feel, you know. So I don't know. I don't know what that is, but I feel like ownership can play a huge part of that, you know.
It's interesting you brought up the Clippers because I brought them up last week when we were talking kind of along the same lines with Tomlin and the state of the Steelers. If you look at like the last 10 decades, the Clippers are a team that they win, they make the playoffs, they might win a series here, but not really. They're kind of just like mediocre, and they just live in that mediocre middle. And that's been the Steelers. I compared the two of them together because that's what we've been seeing.
Yeah. Pretty much. You're right about that.
Whenever you see those report cards come out, man, it's like FDCS. F.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
challenging to see that as a fan, and I do think that maybe some of that does actually trickle over into the fan base.
Yeah, I don't think we'll ever have, because I'm like that Falcons game. I had a homegirl. She hooked us up with like the sideline tickets where you like went we went
Hell yeah.
under the stadium and you saw the players walk out. Bro, they got like shrimp, caviar, like whatever down there, bro. Like open bar.
Well,
Like,
their
if you
food's
got
cheap too, just in general down there.
well, I don't know about up top, but we was eating like mac and cheese, like crab cakes. Like it was like, bro, like it was like Thanksgiving dinner down that joint, right? If you had tickets to go down there, and then you could walk out to the sideline where GP went after the game and high fived everybody. I had just walked away. I would have been one of the first people he would have high fived if we had stayed put. So it's like when you talk about like the fan experience, like even like we went to the Ravens game for the playoff game at nighttime. Everybody had the wristbands on, so when they cut the lights out, everybody put their wristbands up and they look crazy with the lights. Like,
yeah,
dude,
and
they don't even do that for Pittsburgh, bro. Like it's just
a team like the Falcons is an interesting one because they're another mediocre team, right? And
but they
their
do a
fan
lot for their
experience in their
fans.
stadium is crazy. They have the lowest, I think, food and beverage prices in there. Meanwhile, the Steelers, I believe, is one of the highest on average.
They have halftime performance because Atlanta's like an entertainment mogul right now.
They're a mecca.
They can have Ludacris one weekend, Killer Mike the next. You know what I'm saying? T.I. the week after that. Like it is just unreal. Like you have such a crazy experience as a fan, bro. But they're being cheap in Pittsburgh. But I want to know, serious question: who is telling the staff members to tell Steeler fans to sit down? Like I think that's wild to me. And then they want to put on the billboard, get loud. Hey, Steeler Nation, let's make some noise. I can't do that sitting down, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's only so
pivotal,
much.
Man.
Yeah.
Right. It's only so much you could do sitting down.
Like, yeah. Nah, that's pivotal, man. You got to be able to stand up at a game. Like
at least on defense, man.
Yeah. I wonder, are they doing that in the fourth, too? Like, when the game is getting, like, if it's an actual close game? Right?
Yes. I mean,
I
do see like people sit down.
People who are standing, if only a couple people are standing, and the majority of people behind you are still sitting, they'll ask you to sit down.
Yeah, they don't say shit to me. I'm just I ain't trying to be like rude or nothing, but nobody say nothing to me, bro. Like, cause I mean, I might stand in.
I think it's a bottom hole problem, to be honest.
I might stand in the aisle. Yeah, I might stand in the aisle or something to be convenient, but I'm still blocking somebody's view. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I mean, they don't even say nothing to me when I stand in the aisle. You ain't supposed to do that. You know what I'm saying? But I do it to try to, because I'm not sitting down. Sorry.
Man, the fan experience is what makes the team, right? Because when I went up to Cleveland like last year, man, like I actually rated it pretty highly because they ran on the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame that's up in Cleveland. They have like their own like Renegade. It's a song by like I believe Queen or something, and they flash the lights on and off, some orange in there. Their intros are insane with like orange lights, blue lights, black lights. Like they really do it all, And the Steelers, they just don't have that. Like Renegade, like imagine like you play Renegade, dun dun, and the lights flash off and that like dun dun. You know what I'm saying?
Instead of a screen.
Where more people like are talking about this thing. It sells more. It's I think people would travel for it even more because it's like that unbelievable. And I don't know. It's a challenging scene in Pittsburgh.
I wish. Even something as simple as, Wiz Khalifa. They brought back Wiz one year. He did Black and Yellow for like 45 seconds underneath the big screen. That's where they had him at. And I'm like, bro, why he not on the 50?
I was at that game.
Yeah, why he not on the 50, bro? Like, if there's anybody, he should be front and center. That song.
Dude, they don't like people on that field. This is a long time ago, but when I played high school football, my high school was able to make the playoffs, and we played at Heinz Field. When the marching band went to perform, they just had to stand on the sidelines. They weren't allowed to walk on the field. So the field's not in great shape because they are cheap with what we're putting down. So they're not letting people on the field as much, like a band or rolling out a big performance or whatever. So I think that kind of all goes into it. So they have him playing off to the side, and it's not as, exhilarating of an experience to watch someone like Wiz
everybody's having to do this.
play.
To see him.
You're just watching
it's-
on the
it's just-
Jumbotron at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's horrible, bro. And I think about, like, for me, I never been to one. So I would love, when I come down to Pittsburgh and I actually see a Steeler game for once, I would want that to be the most grand experience. I feel like any game I've been to, just like how y'all were talking about Atlanta, and then they got mac and cheese and all. That's the Southern experience, right? Like even Ronan talking about the Browns, and they got their own song, and they're giving you a little bit of Cleveland when you go in there. It's you supposed to, when you walk in a stadium and that one thing comes out, it's supposed to feel like you in Pittsburgh. Like this is the Pittsburgh experience, right? I go to different baseball games throughout Cali, right? And Dodgers, Angels, Giants, the Oakland A's when they was there. Every one of those teams had their own different type of vibe. Like you go into the Dodger Stadium, you'll hear them playing LA music. You hear Q, you hear a little bit of Snoop, or you hear like the newer West Coast like Kendrick and Roddy Ricch and stuff like that. You'll hear it playing. You know what I mean? You go to another
the year before last, they played. Ice Cube had a whole halftime show when we played the Rams in LA.
Right.
Like it's just they locked in, man.
I think what we need, an extended Wiz Khalifa halftime so that maybe we can actually make some halftime adjustments for once, boys.
I'm saying, like, what? Snoop Dogg, a damn Steeler fan. Bring Snoop and let him perform. Shit, Snoop be there and he never performed. Like, I don't know, man. It makes no sense, bro.
I think the Steelers need one thing, everybody. And that's to get on the flight down to Baltimore. And to go into Baltimore, kick the door down, and win. 3 letters.
That would fix a lot.
W-I-N. I want to talk about that game. Let's preview Ravens Steelers. What can we expect, guys? Is it going to be low scoring? Is it going to be Pittsburgh? Is it going to be Lamar? Is it going to be Rodgers? Is it going to be the Steelers? Who's going to come out on top? What's the score going to be?
I would love to see what this injury looks like with Aaron Rodgers. I know that they're playing in the pistol because of his injured, like, casted arm. Mm-hmm. So that prevents a lot of different scenarios and plays that we can run, which makes us very one dynamic. And if we look like what we look like against the Bills, we're not beating no team at all. Like, so they have to figure out something different, or they might have to let. I know it pains to say it, man, but Mason might have to get the damn start, man. I know, and a lot
Will
of
Howard.
Folks been talking about Will, man. But that might kill bro confidence.
Every other Mason pass is an interception.
Rodgers is going to play this week.
If Mason, I'm just saying, if Rodgers gets cracked again because Mason McCormick is looking up at the stars or something like that, and another quarterback has to come in the game, it should be Will Howard. We've seen what Mason can do. This year he's not on. He's not on this year. Go to the next person.
I necessarily disagree with you. However, I like Will Howard. I know Ronan's not the biggest fan. I think that he has a little bit of potential. However, he missed preseason. He's been third string all year, so he's not getting snaps. I don't think he's ready to be in an NFL game. I just don't
It don't got to be pretty.
He's cooked. I
mean, that's fair.
Hey, it don't got to be pretty.
The Ravens, bro. This ain't no
sixth-round guy. You're letting the propaganda of TikTok fill your brain right now. Okay.
Oh, absolutely not. I got Will Howard videos that did 300,000 before he was even drafted, bro.
That's right.
All I'm saying is the guy is a national champion. Mm-hmm. He's played on the biggest stage. He's played on the biggest stage there is, bro. I'm not looking at him like
the best wide receivers to ever play college football.
I mean, I get that, and that's the Steelers' fault for not putting talent on the field. That's the Steelers' fault for not getting a wide receiver before the trade deadline. I can't blame Will Howard for that. However, I've seen enough from Mason this year, bro.
Mason
I've seen
didn't look
enough.
good, to be fair. Like Mason did not look good. He looked really bad.
I've seen enough.
But
Man,
How you come in from one possession and still throw an interception? Like I don't.
Hey, I feel you. I feel you 100% on Mason, bro. I'm not gonna knock you on what you saying right now.
And
But
I was a huge Mason. Rudolph Saved Christmas. I wanted to get a T-shirt. You know what I'm saying? Like I was. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm saying right now, I'm a big believer in like, bro, if you hot, you hot. If you're not, you're not. All right, next person. Let's see what he can do. Because if you're gonna play like a rookie, if you're not gonna have your guys lined up the way they need to be like a rookie, if you're gonna throw an interception like a rookie,
might as well play the
then
rookie.
put the rookie in. Like that's how I feel about it.
man,
It don't make sense.
I feel like you brought up him playing in Ohio and all that, and then Ronan said, well, I was about to say the same thing. Like he had two of the best wide receivers that you can have, man. He coming here, it ain't gonna be none of that. What he got in Ohio. You know what it's gonna
It
be
doesn't.
like. I'm gonna tell you what it's gonna be like, man. They gonna try. I'm pretty sure they're gonna try him out. They're gonna try him out, and it's gonna fail, man. And the reason why I think it's gonna fail is because he's coming from living in Beverly Hills, the glamorous lifestyle, man. He know what it's like. He got
Who?
the Benzes,
Will Howard?
he got the trucks. Hell yeah, coming from
You talking
Ohio.
Will Howard?
Yeah.
Oh, you talking Shador?
I'm
You
talking
talking
about-
Will
I'm talking
Howard or
about Will
Shador?
Howard. I'm talking about Will
Come
Howard
on, nah,
the
bro.
field.
He was
I'm
at
talking about
Kansas
Will
State.
Howard.
He was at Kansas State before Ohio State.
I ain't worrying
Man,
about
I need to go
Kansas
get my
State.
judge robes
I'm
for
worrying
this
about
conversation,
Ohio.
man.
no.
I'm talking about where he won at him playing in Ohio. I'm talking about his
He
last
won at Kansas
time
State,
with the Steelers,
too.
bro.
93, I'm with you, dog. I'm with
Bro,
you.
listen,
All right?
listen,
He won at
listen.
Kansas State too.
Listen, man. He played in Ohio. He had it good over there, man. His Kansas State team was pretty good. He always had a solid team. He's gonna now be coming into a
So you gonna-
horrible. He's gonna become. They've been saying people been
You guys are
screaming.
wasting breath right now because you're not even going to see him on TV broadcast, okay? Aaron
I
Rodgers
already
will be
know,
playing,
bro.
and Mason will be your
First
two.
of all,
Because Mason,
I'm saying
man,
all I'm
he
saying is
beats
I'm not saying start Will Howard. I'm saying if a lineman messes up and we need to have another quarterback in there for a possession or two, I'm over Mason for this year.
Wow.
For two reasons. One, he's a national champion. One, he knows how to even though you got the talent, you still got to make the plays, bro. You still got to make the passes. Them passes don't just automatically go to those receivers because those are good receivers. He's throwing passes in windows like an NFL quarterback, okay? The wide receiver still got to catch the ball, but he's still making the passes. Two, according to Will Howard, he has Excel spreadsheets. He's been taking notes. He got composition notebooks.
Clip farming.
You know what I'm
like,
saying?
He's actually clip farming for TikTok. Like, that's actually just straight up the fact. Like, he's literally just saying that so he can be on TikTok edits. Like, I'm telling you, like, I actually believe that.
Okay, but that doesn't mean he's not doing it. Like,
Man,
that doesn't mean he's not listening. He's not getting mentored by Aaron Rodgers. You know, and Aaron Rodgers helping him out. That doesn't mean that's not happening.
Mason hate will not be tolerated, yo.
Will Howard hate won't be tolerated because next year, guess who your starting quarterback is right now?
I would love to see Will
Yeah,
Howard in
yeah.
the last game or something. Yeah, you could throw him in the last game if we like it depending.
Last game is the Ravens.
If we're out,
Last game is the Ravens.
I mean, like let me finish. I mean, bring him in as if we're losing out, right? We already lost like 3 games, 4 games. You know we're not making the playoffs. Then you bring Will in. That's what I meant to say. If that's the only way I want to see Will, bro. I don't want to see Will because I feel like it's gonna shoot his confidence down because he coming into some shit he don't want this, man. He don't want to be a part of this, bro. This is not it. I'm telling you, it's not it.
not against Baltimore, man.
Not against Baltimore. Not with Arthur Smith at offensive court. Hell no, bro.
All he
can't
gotta
even
do
throw
is
down
come
the
in and
field,
hand the
bro.
ball off for one. I'm talking about one series. If Aaron Rodgers got to step off because he need to go take his perks or something, you know what I'm saying? Like I trust
Man,
Will
I can hand
Howard.
the ball out
I
for
trust
a
Will
few
Howard
minutes.
I trust Will Howard to make handoffs, bro. I trust Will Howard
bro.
to hit a quick slant.
Trust Steele. All right? Because I think I can
Oh,
go
here we
against
go
the
with
Steelers.
trust Steele, Ronan.
Trust
Oh,
Steele.
man.
Listen, All right. I don't even think that we're wasting breath here, honestly, talking about this because I don't think it happens, right? Let's talk what's in front of us, and that is probably the biggest game of the Steelers schedule up to this point, right? Boomin, we've heard a lot. What do you think about Rodgers versus Lamar? Who's going to win? And is playoffs 100% if they make this game 75, 50, 22 or 0? You know what I mean?
If we win this game, I think playoffs is like 60%. Because I'm not confident about games like the Bills. And we still got, not the Bills, the Dolphins. And we still have to play the Lions. And we still got to play the Browns. You know what I'm saying? Like them division games, they can go either way, as we've seen. So I say playoffs is like 60%. Winning the division, I'll say the same thing. If we win against Baltimore, because we would be counting on Baltimore to lose a couple games on the stretch. And I forgot who said it, a journalist in Pittsburgh or somebody said Lamar's having an off year. Hey man, I think Lamar has a good game, man. Whether it be on the ground, running, scrambling, picking up 20 yards, 30 yards with his legs.
Against the Steelers, he sucks against the Steelers, and that's not even me being biased. He is just not a good quarterback.
I don't know. I was at the playoff game in person, big dog. I seen him. In January. I've seen him put 300 yards up on us on the ground almost. So I'm not even saying it has to be an air attack. They can come out and do the same thing the Bills did. Just run the ball. They can have 150 yards in the first half because they can run the ball.
Yeah, Lamar and Derrick Henry scare me more than Josh Allen and James Cook. So why? I mean, we just saw the Bills run 25 counter sweeps for 175 yards or whatever. Derrick Henry on a dive play, he's going to get 100 rushing yards. Plus, Lamar is going to be running around too. This game's the schedule ahead of us, including the Ravens, scares me because, especially without number 1 draft pick on our D line, Derek Harmon, being out this last game. I don't know if he'll be back. Our run game or our run defense.
He's out. He's out.
So so he's out this week again. At the beginning of the season, we were getting gashed. He was out this past week. We were getting gashed, and now we have the Ravens, a good running team. We have the Browns, a good running, okay running team. The
they ain't good at nothing.
The Lions, fantastic running team. The Dolphins, bad team, good running team. So we have a lot of teams that do not match up well against our defense ahead of us. So it makes me really nervous to see if we're going to be able to pull out 3 more wins, especially against the Ravens. I know Lamar's not been great against us, and we have historically owned the Ravens, but I mean, he could just have the same game Josh Allen just had and beat us.
But this defense is historically bad.
Correct.
So
historically bad,
historically.
man.
Historically
and it don't even
bad,
matter, bro. Like Josh Allen had that horrible game against the Texans, and then came to us and had a bad game, and we still got blew out, bro. Like it's like the Ravens can play; they can literally play mid and still win, bro. Like it's really about us shooting ourselves in the foot. Like we come into the first half and we always look cool, but then the second half it's like, well, what are we doing in the second half, man? Because Derrick Henry go break off for 40 yards, and that'd be the start to a obliteration.
The third quarter.
Bro. Yep. Telling you, man, it's crazy.
What you got, Ronnie?
Oh, my bad. Crazy, bro. My bad. I'm gonna give it a run right now, man. I was just gonna say though,
I'm happy listening to this Will Howard argument. A little bit of the Ravens nonsense. But I'm going to go out and say this, guys. I think the Steelers go down to Baltimore and win 21-19 this weekend. I think Rodgers has a decent game. I think he throws for a touchdown. I think maybe Kenneth Gainwell has a touchdown. I think that's what this game's looking like. I think maybe 20-18 is probably going to be your score with 2 boss field goals, guys.
Hey, you know what funny, man? You funny as hell, bro. You know why you make me laugh, bro?
Let's hear it, bro.
You be crashing out like, yo, this team is not it. They suck. They trash. And then you say you come out with something positive, bro. Like, how are you telling me right now?
Welcome to the Steel City recaps saga.
You know what? You know what I would love
Bro.
to see. I would love to see Darnell Mount Washington, come off with one of those crazy runs like he did against the Bengals,
Yep.
and just set the tone for the game.
Yeah.
Like I would like to see that. I would like to see that, and see Ravens players just bouncing off him like pinballs. You know, I would love to see that, man.
That'd
I
be
would
nice,
really like to see
man.
that.
Hey,
Dude,
I'm
well-
a step off. I gotta go pick my daughter up, y'all. But
We got a score prediction from you real fast.
Score prediction. I hate saying my team gonna lose, man. I
No!
don't think...
Get off! Get off!
I ain't gonna say it. I ain't gonna say it, man. I ain't gonna say it.
All right, then don't say
I-
it. Just say a score and then just leave it ambiguous.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say a score. I don't know who gonna come out on top, but I think the score gonna be like 17 to 20, man. I don't know who's gonna win it, and I think it's gonna be close, but I think 17-20 for sure.
You see your hat? That's who's gonna win it right there, baby. The
Hey.
Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yes,
I
sir.
don't know, dog.
Hey.
I don't know, man. But I'm gonna clock out, y'all, man. I'll catch y'all later.
All
Man.
right, Joe.
Thank
All
you,
right.
93. Thank
All right.
you. Guys, I think we'll wrap it up here in the next 5 or so minutes. But before we do that, walk me through, playoffs, Ravens, Steelers. Give
I have
us
a hot take.
feel.
Yeah, I got a hot take.
Oh, hang on. It's getting spicy. Hang on. Let's back up here.
I think that if the Bengals go into Buffalo and win their game this weekend, that the Bengals are going to run the table and win the division.
No way.
That's scary, man.
They're going to be 9-8,
That's scary.
and there is potential, and it's not out of the realm of possibilities. They could theoretically be 8-9. I don't know the tiebreaker situation, but I think if they go in with Joe Burrow playing hot and beat the Bills, I think that they're going to win the division. Because I think the Steelers are going to split. I think the Steelers are going to split with the Ravens.
Yeah, that's
I
almost
think so,
confirmed.
too.
That's guaranteed.
I think so too.
I think that they have the at the Bills. They're hosting the Ravens, who they just demolished. They're at the Dolphins, hosting the Cardinals, and then hosting the Browns. I think with the way their schedule sets up, I think it's a good possibility that they run the table and win a division.
They
Yeah,
need that
because-
Ravens game, not just for them, but for us.
Yeah, because if they lose Sunday, we play them the last game of the year. They're gonna come in like bowling balls crashing, trying to win that game, and we ain't gonna want to get our guys hurt, and they're gonna sit people out. So yeah, I could definitely see us splitting for real.
Yeah.
We'll see, guys. But hey, that's Steel City Takes, everybody. Thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in to episode 3. I think we got all the score predictions, right?
Oh, I didn't say a score yet.
Okay, let's hear it.
All right, I think it's going to be a tight one as well. It's probably going to be 21-20.
I like that score prediction. I like it.
I think it goes to overtime and we win by 3.
Ooh.
Wow. That's bold. Zap, you think we win?
Yeah, of course.
You already know. All right, everybody. Well, hey, thank you so much for tuning in to the 3rd episode of Steel City Takes. That's Zap. That's my friend Steel Boomin. And thank you to 93 as well. That's Steel City Recaps. Have a good one. Here we go.
All right, here we go.